It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll...
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Williams on the play action. Complete out to the right side. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. McKinley Jackson, the one who got to him. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Williams. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the... Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He'll get this to Henry. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 3 now. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Has the connection to Odunze. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This one's caught. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They are throwing it again. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. DJ Moore, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it, and he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Play fake here, Daniels. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it's going to be Bears football. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Going run again with Swift. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Throwing now off play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago first down. To throw is Williams. Henry on the catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, Williams. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. An option give to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. Oh, the football's loose. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
First down throw by Williams. That's taken in by Henry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Second down now, 7 to go. Running behind center with Swift. He finds space for a few yards that time. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So no kickoff just yet. Receiving team wants to adjust how it's lined up, and they call timeout. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 35 on second down. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right?
Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, and they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the pistol, Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down, here's Swift. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Williams will look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Able to get it to Moore. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off the play fake, Williams. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He'll get this to Henry. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Swift on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
J.K. Scott on the punt. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. To throw, Daniels. Got a man. Robinson has it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Daniels to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Bears got a long way to go and a short time to get there. They run with Swift. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Williams set to pass. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. They'll run now with Swift. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Commanders set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Daniels. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it at the 30. He makes Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Bears going on offense here late in the half. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. Brought in right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. 1st down, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. 2nd and 6 now. Swift hauls it in.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate. Back to you and Brock in just a moment.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Daniels on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders put 6 on their side of the board. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming for Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Daniels off the play action. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That looked like they're trying to bootleg out of some of this chaos, Kate, and unfortunately, well, he gets trapped right in the middle 3rd, and you can't get to that space outside. You really do become a sitting duck in the middle of a broken play.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his offense some better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Hits him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Third down, 1 yard to go.
It's 3rd and 1.
Play fake here, Daniels. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw by Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. On the carry, it's Swift. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Williams from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Washington are ready to go on offense as they take the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll get this to Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. That's more on the quick slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Out of the pistol, Williams. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He's got it. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Looking to throw. Rolling left, and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagine it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Fine.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Daniels on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Bears football to begin. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They are on the counter with Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality game, and then move the sticks.
Off the play fake, Williams. They did it! He made the interception! Ernest Jones with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. After the pick, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Williams on the play action. He's got him. That's Swift.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
A toss now to Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. 3rd and long for Daniels. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors back at him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This is Swift, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Going run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running behind center with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw it. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. The Bears decide to call their first time out. 2nd and 3 now. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Cut near the goal line. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Extra point upcoming, this to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bears take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense